Hey everybody, it's Tom. It's FANzine Live. We're doing crowdfunded zines today, and this is called The Game. Issue number 5, put out by a guy named, I believe his name is Charlie Stickney. Yes, Charlie Stickney. And drawn by Mauricio Mora, and yeah. Okay. From White Ash Comics. This is a visually beautiful, engaging book. It's standard comic size, done in a pristine manner, really hard stock. You can hear that tap. This is a hard cardstock cover, nice gloss interiors. The graphic layout is beautiful. The artwork is strong. The coloring, surprisingly strong for digital. I am not a huge fan of digital color as a rule of thumb. They've done a good job kind of mixing together the flats with digital touches that just make it look really, really sharp. It's just great. It's high action. It's high interest. It drags you in and pulls you along for the ride. That said, I have a complaint, and that is this is issue 5. And Stickney, White Ash, whomever, have adopted the big 2 approach of writing for what obviously will be a collected edition. And so, not having read the game for a long time, I actually have the other 4 issues. But I was like, what is this about? Because I read a lot of comics, like many comics readers. I mean, we don't just sit around and wait for the next one to show. We read all sorts of stuff, comics, graphic novels, webtoons, all that. So I sat down to read this and I'm like, so what's this about again? And there is no background piece. There's no information, the story thus far. And you can get away with that when you are putting out, say, a monthly book like the big 2 do. But when you're doing a crowdfunded book that doesn't come out every month, that doesn't even come out every other month, it's incumbent on the publisher to remember the words, or at least the spirit of what the late editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics, Jim Shooter, said, which was, every comic is somebody's first comic. And you have to make provisions within your comic to explain the story thus far. It's not rocket science. And there was space in this book. Very quickly, very easily, it could have gone right here. Instead, you get some really cool looking graphics. Again, graphics are great. I like them. But it took me about 2/3 of my read through this book to remember even the basic premise of the game. And it's a pretty good premise too. I'm not going to give it out to you because I got a feeling that the game is going to get a collected edition and you're going to want to get a copy because Stickney is a good writer. Mora is a really good artist. The coloring is really nice. The books themselves are fantastic. It's just they missed the basic part of explaining what we are looking at after an extended period of time away from reading it. And that's disappointing. So I will suggest to you, a lot of cool action, subplots, great artwork. It's a great book. It just needed that little extra bit for me to say, this is fantastic. It's not there. So the game, number 5. Look for it on Kickstarter. Keep your eyes peeled for the collected edition, or at least some catch-up thing where you can pick up all of the back issues so that you can binge this thing. It's a good one. It just cannot be read as individual issues, and that's sad. So there we go. Let me know what you think. Do you see this problem in comics that you've read? I find it's kind of annoying with the big 2, but I can live with it because I've read their stuff so recently. Where I have real issues, though, is this extended time period. And for the money that they charge, these guys really should be putting in something like that. Another alternative might be to put in a postcard or a flyer or something like that and say, here's our story thus far. If you don't want to junk up your book, that's fine. It's easy to do. But it's also easy, like I did with my Heroes Now, to do an intro page. Here's what happened in the Patriots. and then we go into the story. Or here's what happened with hologram, and get into the story. These things aren't hard to do. You just have to be thoughtful about it and be reader-centric, not publisher-centric. So again, leave a comment. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to FANzine Live, and tell your friends, because the game is worth getting. Just don't buy issue 5 by itself. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Tom. This is FANzine Live, and I will catch you next time.